Seaman had the ball tapped into the back of the net within minutes of the start. Riti getting involved. Faisal now, putting it out wide. Katamo will want to get involved. Here's Kalila.
This content in Louis.
Towards Jenny. Chiquinho Conde, fearsome striker in his day. One of three brothers who played. Eric Shell. Wonders what emotional turmoil the respective coaches will go through as this fixture unfolds.
If you don't see me in the next 1 hour, 30 minutes,
two coaches who believe so deeply in their team. Here's a wonderful opportunity as Lookman breaks. We'll see men with a run. Down wide as well is on Yeka.
Jesus, look at what this squad did. Who fired that?
Timely from Renildo. The man whose story is remarkable. From the streets of Beira to the Premier League. The first Mozambique to ever feature in the Premier League.
A lot of experience in this side, huh?
Experience is certainly synonymous with this Mozambican side.
I'm trying to widen this screen. Okay, this is what I've been looking for to do since. Does that look like
on another level?
You're watching this thing on the screen direct?
42. And only the legendary Egyptian goalkeeper Essam El Hadri at 44, older. But as a goalkeeper, you tend to see the older players, generally are goalkeepers, you don't see the older players being in positions where they run for the entire 90 minutes. Although to be fair, he's usually used for about 60 these days.
I want biscuits.
Just sit there.
It's not like I'm looking for content. I'm looking for, since I don't have that strength to stay and go live throughout the whole day, it's better for me to just be doing something like this.
Because Simon is at such set pieces and Ajayi, just like you rightfully said earlier on. So I think the Nigerians have to make sure that they use such opportunities. The earlier they can go in front, the better for them. And Mozambique,
see somebody that said he wants to wear clothes. I watch this thing.
Always do they have a chance.
You know.
Stay in the game as long as they possibly can. Maybe snatch something against the run of play. Bruno, low and flat, just looking delivery, but steered to safety by Kalila, the right back. Not the tallest player, but his timing and his leaps are exceptional. Relatively new to the Mozambican setup. He's only been involved since September last year. He's looking to make that right back position his own. Look right, it comes out from the corner as the clock strikes 10 minutes here in Fez. Deep delivery, the header is good and it's cleared off the line. Suwani doesn't get there, but Bruno Lunga was in the way. Forward, now an opportunity to break on the counter. Journey comes across with some speed, but can't get away from Hussein.
Beautiful ball from Lukman there. I hope you can see this all over again. Well, very well. Well played.
It's that combination again. Lukman, Shimi Ajay. Combined from set pieces. Gima, working with Bruno Lunga, finds Faisal, but his first touch allows Didi to control. Wiki comes away with possession, and Mozambique fume at the referee. The whistle puffs, free kick Nigeria, and Conte questions.
They took the ball and they took the man too, kind of.
I decided to know.
Ruled out wide, Bruno back inside, here's Calvin Massey.
Giants in defense.
The giant passes to the tank. Franco Nyeka has possession.
That's a good one.
Franco Nyeka turned 28 last week, the Brentford man.
Solid midfielder.
made some key differences for Nigeria in recent matches, and I know you don't want to go back to the playoff match against DRC, for example, but he stepped in.
Ooh, that's right.
He stepped in when he wasn't expected to start, and he produced the opening goal in that game. An early stunner.
What guy? I want to tell you now. It's expensive.
It's impossible for the strikers to attack without
He's got wonderful movement. Bilembe showing some experience as well, finding the outlet up towards Faisal now, under pressure from Onyeko. Does provide that tactical balance for Nigeria. Iwobi is calm and composed, and approaching 100 international appearances, a mark that only 2 Nigerians have reached previously. Out wide, Bruno, low and flat again, not clear, danger, Akko was there, Lukman has it now, Lukman strikes furiously, straight into the body of Reynildo, who commits, and then sees the ball clipped out for the corner. Nigeria with early pressure, but no reward as yet. Mozambique needs to change something.
Everyone's movement and the way Lukman is always so surprising. Once again, Mr. Osimhen is always there.
He is. The frightening thing is he's produced possibly more potential match-changing passes than any other player in the attacking third in this competition. Chance for Onyeka maybe, whipped away.
Well, in this championship so far, we've seen a different side to Osimhen. That's this side that he's trying to take part of the game, and he's not only, he's kind of a bit selfless now. And it's really helping with
the chances he created for Nwachu as a third group stage game against Uganda, for example, and yet very, very much the team player.
Yeah, let's not forget, I think he gave the assist to Lukman for the lovely goal that Lukman
struck. Yes. And that's almost the frightening thing about some of Nigeria's players. They haven't quite hit top gear yet. Osimhen has still got the chance to step up a gear or two.
Well, in a major championship like this, you don't have to top gear now. Save it for the semi-finals.
That's going to be a foul throw. I was just about to reference Lukman at the last tournament, for example. Relatively quiet in the group stages, but suddenly rampant goal-scoring ways in the knockout stages of the last African Cup of Nations.
Ready in my lifetime, I've not seen Lukman play a game when he's feeling good, because there was a time he wasn't feeling good. When you see him there, you say, oh, what's wrong with him? He's always hitting it. There's always something.
Referee Mefirez refereed 2 continental finals over the last 12 months. The Under-20 Africa Cup of Nations final and the African Nations Championship final.
Once again, who was there to break up the attack?
Malanga. Ball chipped into midfield. Oh, Alfonso Made lets possession go. Akor has it now. Gima looks to close him down. Akor slightly heavy, and again it's Reynildo who comes away with possession. He's stepping up in central defence today. Dropping out on the left. Gima again quickly shifted out wide. Space maybe for Journey. Journey into it. Faisal making a run towards the back post. Journey, he can hit it with the left boot. Looks to switch to Dominguez. Bilembe. Bruno. Before Ajay's clearance. Brought under control here by Mesher. Kalira. Delivery again in behind Faisal. Takes a kind deflection for Mobali.
I went outside and did like
Mozambique showing a little intensity and showing some promise in attack.
Well, it's very clear, like I said from the onset. They are not just only defensive. Against this Nigerian side, you can't attack all the time anyway. It's such a highly talented side. But they're doing it also well. They soak it in and they try when they get a chance to decide to go forward.
It's interesting to see though that Nene and Kambala, who usually play in central midfield to start, and then Gima and Alfonso Mado brought on later, add a lot more offensively. But maybe have that European pedigree, playing in the European leagues, those two have a good understanding of one another, being given the chance early on. Slightly different tactics from Chiquinho Conde today, and Wheaty looking to press a little higher here as Osai had possession.
Yeah, it's true, but it's one thing to have a plan, Dwayne, but it's also something else what the opponent throws at you. Because sometimes you have your plan, but the opponent will force you to play otherwise. And that's what's happening now. They have their clear plan, but the Nigerians are not letting them play. The Nigerians are they're just taking control of the game from the beginning.
To paraphrase Mike Tyson, former world heavyweight champion, everybody has a plan until he gets punched in the face.
I heard that before.
Langa, diagonal ball, Jenny onto it, it's slightly heavy. But if Jenny gets going, Calvin Bassi is going to have a challenging evening.
He's a solid player. I remember the great strike he struck from the last game. Very good player. Now this is what you get from the rain when we spoke earlier on, you know. You have to always think twice when you're taking the ball, when you're controlling the ball.
Yeah. Jenny has scored 2 and assisted 1. He's been involved in all but one of Mozambique's goals in this tournament.
Jenny is a genius.
So armed up for the Fulham man. From Bassi out to Ajay.
He always seems to be calm with the ball. And he's made so much progress since leaving Ajax also.
Yeah. Onyeka looking for options. Sai and Bruno stay high. Didi now to collect. Calvin Bassi. Pressured a little by Kima. Ajay. Patient in possession, Nigeria. They're dictating the tempo. Decent ball in towards Onyeka, but he's put under pressure by Alfonso Amandin, the Dunfermline man in Scotland. Now playing in the Scottish second tier. Chiquinho Conde. Very much a celebrated figure in Mozambican football, and prolific striker in the 80s and 90s, and now the coach has been in charge since 2021. Nigeria though look to challenge, and look what has occurred. Nigeria so quick in transition, the delivery from out wide, exquisite, the finish superb. And Lukman has his 5th goal involvement for Nigeria and this Africa Cup of Nations.
52 people watching.
All this started off from Iwobi, from what we call the free assist pass. And that just opened up the way. Look at this one from Iwobi. That taught the defense apart and the pullback. Well finished. And what a finish from Lukman.
Mozambique had it under control until Iwobi was on the ball.
Exactly. And that's something that Iwobi has really improved on over the years. That's this free assist, you know, the one people don't talk about, but it's the one that the pass that comes before the assist.
Alex Iwobi teed it up. Dimole Lukman finished it off via Akor Adams. Nigeria had the lead they wanted, and now it's everything to play for Mozambique. How do they respond?
They have no choice, now they must go out. Nigeria has to continue playing the way they've been playing. And this could open a lot of space for, you know, Mr. Seaman to run rings, to run behind.
Coming together as Jenny goes down, free kick to Mozambique, effectively on the halfway line. Being courted by a few European clubs, but remains in Portugal with Sporting, where he's a bit of a cult hero. When you score against Benfica in the derby, you have a sort of cult status. Bruno Langa. Felipe couldn't keep his footing on the wet turf. Ajayi picks up possession and looks to send Michael Adams on his way. Renildo comes across successfully as well and steers the ball to safety.
The mobility and the interchanging of positions that you see with Akol, with Lukman, and also with Osimhen is giving this Mozambique team niceness. Because we saw Akol on the left for your seat, look at him again on the right now, so the team is mobile in front. Nigeria's strength is the attack and they are using it to the maximum.
Langa looking for the long throw, finds Guimard towards Faisal under pressure from Shemi Ajayi, who sees the foul called against him, taken quickly by Guimard. Kalila's on the far side as Mozambique have three pushing forward, including Jenny. Under pressure from Bruno. Guimard waits as an outlet, but Jenny wants to go himself and draws the foul from Bruno.
For a small man, he knows how to protect his ball.
Lovely through ball. Faisal looks for the finish. And the loose ball couldn't be claimed. The offside flag eventually raised.
Oh my God, Nigeria.
This is good. A beautiful pass, but this is good. The Nigerians have to be very, very careful.
That was a great recovery from Shemi Ajayi. I mean, he was only marginally offside, but Shemi Ajayi able to get his foot between.
I know it's not.
Yeah, and he's
In terms of anything,
And do it cleanly without conceding a foul or felling your opponent is impressive as well. Onyeka, Osai, Ajayi again.
There's always this kind of calmness between Calvin Bassey and Ajayi. They're both calm on the ball.
So is Ndidi, Iwobi. A lot of leadership for Nigeria suddenly on the bar.
This team has talent left and right.
Oh, Iwobi. Another low look pass in towards Lukman. The delivery, delightful Lako calls for it forward. Nigeria strike again.
Nigeria can see you.
5 minutes ago, Nigeria had liftoff. Now they're looking to soar.
Mr. He will be with the free
This is their coach. Yeah.
Well, that pass from Iwobi was absolutely perfect. Wonderfully weighted. And Lukman with his third assist.
Well, and what was so great, like you said, kind of like a no-look pass, but this is a difficult one to play, and to be able to give it the weight that the ball doesn't go. Oh, who is there again, Mr. Osimhen?
I'm trying to. It's Akor. It's got the slight touch. That's what disrupted Renildo.
There was a deviation.
It was a very slight deviation.
Oh, I wanted to ask
Wondering how
where
that ball got beyond Renildo.
is coming from.
I thought it might have been an error.
He's a Nigerian.
Quite just deflection, but pounced
Bruno.
upon by Osimhen.
So that means we're looking at the second assist for Akor.
We are. So Osimhen has his second goal of the tournament. He scored in the 3-2 win over Tunisia. He scored again today. Here's Iwobi seeking Osimhen, and Ansluane comes out to claim.
As a midfielder, when you have a striker like Osimhen ahead of you, the boy is like a man who's always making runs. It never ceases to give headaches to the opposition.
It just makes it a little easier, but I'm just loving Iwobi.
Oh yeah.
He's looking right, he passes left.
Place it the other way,
He's got the team
it will now
looking
be
the other way.
obvious that it's not this.
You're on the back foot when he's in possession.
So much maturity.
Osai. Osimhen calling for it forward. We'll get it as well, and heads wide. Well, the rain is is all but gone. There's only a little drizzle that remains. And while it's not quite pouring with water, it's threatening to begin raining goals.
Like you were saying about Iwobi, what is so impressive about him is that he drops deep, almost on the same line as the central defensive midfielder, and from there he just starts to run the show.
Now, a little concern for Suwane, and it turns out for Social Black Bulls. This was Osai a moment ago. Osimhen was calling for this ball, and Osai pitch perfect. Someone knew was going wide, left the ball. It's when he got up, he looked to stretch his leg initially, and now is needing a little medical attention as some of the senior players come over to interact with the coach. Chance to rehydrate for the Nigerian players who lead by 2. Osimhen's second after Lukman's opener.
What a beautiful pass.
He's looking right. He goes left. Inch perfect.
It was the one that scored that very
Marco
first
with a
one.
touch.
The one that scored the first one. That's the one there now. Because that very first one they removed it was big.
Given that deflection, that made the finish all the more impressive.
Yeah, but what was also important was that Osimhen, no matter what he makes to run, the ball comes down there. The ball is, that's pretty impressive for me. But we must give kudos to what Iwobi is talking about there today.
Yeah, Iwobi was responsible for both Nigerian goals.
He has his champion.
3 assists. Don't start using it more. With Nigeria's talisman, one of the best strikers in the world, a relentless runner, explosive pace, outstanding strength. CAF Men's Player of the Year in 2023 after helping Napoli to that historic Serie A title. Suwane back on his feet. Feeds to Alfonso Ahmad. Guimar, back heel, looking for Jenny. Picked up in midfield again, Alfonso Ahmad. Can't pick up Faisal as Calvin Bassi snatches possession.
It's like the Nigerians are trying to make a statement here today because they're not satisfied with 2-0 up. They're still making high presses, trying to make sure that they kill this game in the first half.
But that's what you want. You want high caliber players playing with elite mindsets.
Now, this is what the great Nigerian side is. And that's what they're doing now. And it's fun to watch. Obviously, that's for the Mozambique.
Osimhen cuts it back inside. Reinildo to the rescue again. Osaido has possession back. Bilimba with a challenge. Osimhen now. Oh, it looks like he might have got a boot on his hip. Onyeka continues.
What happened to him?
Goes down, free kick Nigeria, but Osimhen will need to be attended to. Looked like he might have been stood on.
Oh, he need to the ribs.
That's true.
I think Whitney is trying to avoid standing on him and still comes down though. You're right, that's heavy contact to the rib area.
So he won't do this too.
But that notwithstanding, that's
The temperature plummeting as well. It's not going to be comfortable indeed. Lukman stands over the set piece. Calvin, Osimhen, Ajayi among those lining up to receive. Lukman, a little too strong this time. Calvin Bassi will chase to keep it in play and does so valiantly. Nigeria sneaking a way through. Back with Iwobi. He's been the magic man tonight. Nieka deep. Nigeria lead by 2. Goals 5 minutes apart from Lukman and Osimhen. Didi forward. Here's Osimhen again. Little flick for the outside of the boots. Maybe a chance for Ajayi who stays forward
So offline.
for the spectacular clearance.
It's close to station.
Bashir's got it away. He will be back in possession. Finds Didi now. Lassoe. Lukman. Osimhen waiting toward the back post. Pushed away by Silwani. The follow-up though from Didi. A little wayward from a man who took 74 appearances to score his first international goal. That goal came after his AFCON against Tunisia.
Unfortunately, the head was leaning backward.
He's got a taste of goal scoring now. He wants more.
He's tasted blood.
Well, for Mozambique, regardless of the result, they know that they have done something tonight, done something this tournament that no other Mozambican squad or team has achieved. They are history makers, they are pioneers, they are ambassadors, and that cannot be taken away from them. Here's Jenny. Free kick. Didi, a little unhappy for the shoulder-to-shoulder with Alfonso Ahmad.
That's with every defensive midfielder I know. We're always unhappy when we don't get the ball back. And furthermore, he's the leader of the pack. So. Now these are set pieces like this are what the Mozambique team can use to hurt Nigeria, because in the game itself, in the open play, the Nigerians are dominating.
Jenny, decent delivery, and Faisal Bungle gets a touch on that. Flag is up though. Even if it had been steered home, it would not have counted.
Nigerians have to be careful, so this game is not over.
A little over an hour remains. Should Mozambique strike without conceding a couple of times, they will find themselves driving this match to extra time. Nigeria very much where they'd like to be, and that's a cushion goal up within half an hour of the start. Nigeria were fearsome in the group stages. 8 goals against some tough opponents. 3 goals against Tunisia, 3 goals against Uganda. Genuinely tested against Tanzania in the second half, but they came out trumps, produced the moments that counted.
Well, that's where they use the individual brilliance of Ademola.
Free kick Nigeria. Cor Adams with the little attempt at a back heel. 10 minutes to go to half time. Iwobi walks away, stood over the ball initially, but leaves it to Lukman, who trudges towards it in wet conditions.
He's the king of the set pieces for Nigeria. And the quality balls that he brings in.
Lukman, crisp delivery away by Langa. The follow-up, though, is not too far away from Iwobi.
What he just did is not easy, because he struck this ball almost standing. Look at this hook. And he was still able to have power behind the shot. That's not easy to do.
Mozambique playing in their 19th Africa Cup of Nations match. first time in the knockout stages. Chance here, square ball was on, Reinildo read it nicely, maybe a little telegraphed. The chance for three was apparent for Nigeria, not claimed. Osai has it back under pressure of Bruno Langa. Well, that's heavy collision. You can hear the contact from here. Some advantage being played, but there will be a retrospective caution.
This is why
Well, it's come out for
I think you have to have a particular amount of surveillance for you to have a particular, a very high number of this. Once you reach 160 something or 170 something, you start clicking viewers limits.
That was the contact between Osai and Bruno Langa.
But the referee let them.
160
And then the
something,
advantage,
170
he allowed advantage to accrue. You could hear that contact from the stands.
I needed to see the slow motion from the Ndidi because I don't really know how he got the yellow, why he got the yellow card.
I think beyond there with Pilembe, a little captain-on-captain action.
Oh, I think he was trying to protect the ball, and I think he struck him because there's a difference.
This it's the flailing arm that fought Pilembe as he tried to make use of the advantage.
All intentional.
Dima, straight back to Reinildo. Sime charging down on Silwane, composed. Back to Reinildo. Alfonso Ahmad, Pilembe, lovely ball in towards Faisal Bangal, doesn't quite have the pace of retreating Osai. Coming away with it though, Bruno Langa needed to get that ball back inside. There were two waiting, Pilembe and Witi, unable to successfully complete the pass, and Nigeria, the danger averted. Akor leads the forward Nyeka. Didi. Will be again under a little more pressure now. Mozambique playing that 19th AFCON match. They've conceded in every single one of those. Most that any side has conceded in succession. Consecutive matches. Have been throwing to Nigeria. Nigerian side that is the striker down. Mentioned Cyril Desers has been ruled out of the tournament. He's returned to Panathinaikos. Ryan Alibiosu is missing this after struggling with a knock following the group stage victory over Uganda. Calvin Bassey again. Lukman and Iwobi into goodbye. Snatched away by Bruno Langa. It's Iwobi again through the legs. In behind the defence. Osimhen was there. Rambling. Reinildo. And eventually the free kick's out. And it's gone in favour of Mozambique.
Alex Iwobi's just simply having fun out there.
You cannot say you
He's making it look so simple.
Absolutely
the
masterful.
ball was already there. For just
Credit to Reinildo though, I think he's limited a lot of the potential damage Nigeria could have done in this game. Again out wide, Iwobi, Lukman, Simon, waiting for Sai on the overlap. Being closed down by Reinildo, comes away with possession. Quick to recover though from Osai. Here's Onyeka. Nigeria look like a side that are wanting to make a statement that they are champions in waiting. They've asserted themselves early against Mozambique. It's only the beginning stages of the knockout phase. Nigeria started brightly. Dima, Akor applies pressure. We're getting involved. Ball's kindly for Bassi.
Yeah, this is
Flicked over the top. Journey up against Calvin Bassi. Faisal making a run towards the back post. Journey looks to go himself. Gets beyond two. But the recovery from Calvin Bassi superb.
Very intelligent play. His body between the man and the ball. But he did it in such a nice way that he didn't need to foul. Well, the quality of the passing of the Whoopi. Excuse me, but I was too good for
Got to appreciate the quality. Plenty of quality to be
They've locked
witnessed
these
here.
two.
Onyeka.
No, like.
Knocked out wide. Bassi looking for options back towards the Iwobi. Renildo. A little swan dive in the clearance. Approaching half time here and Nigeria lead by 2. Mozambique wanted to stay in the story long enough, but they're under pressure here. Approaching half time and down by a couple.
But I must say, in spite that they are losing, I am very impressed with Mozambique.
Much to appreciate, yes.
Because they are not just kicking when they get the ball back, they don't just kick it up. They also try to play. Look at this.
Came up, under control, Renildo.
I off this one.
Langa. Langa. Alfonso Ahmad. Mekshir. Galila. Jenny. Silwane.
But that is even more than what I was talking about. They are also having fun.
Got a smile on his face as Mehmet Silwane, the Mozambican goal. Sometimes the smile is not about enjoying yourself necessarily, but it's a trigger to get him into a happy space and to get him focused.
Yeah. It also still puts down the tension.
Akor Adams after the Iwobi pass. Akor still going, looks for his third international goal, but falls it slightly.
This man is strong. He's big. That wasn't that far after all.
It's quality movement and an eye for goal, Akor Adams. A relatively recent addition to the international lineup for Nigeria, but he's certainly announced himself in wonderful fashion. A couple of early goals in his career.
The man plays in Seville in Spain. They don't play that just unless you know how to move.
So that everything happened.
45 minutes has come and gone. We've got 3 minutes of additional time at the end of the opening half.
Check that in again.
A match in which history was knocking for Mozambique, but pressure has told in the opening half. Offside. Long-time challenge. Here's Onyeka. Didi.
The thing is moving now. 211
Bruno Langa.
viewers.
Chip forward. Faisal.
I don't know.
Experience. That was very smart. He was very close to losing the ball.
Faisal Bangal. Turns 31 tomorrow, Faisal Bangal. And he's based in Italy. Drawing the foul from Shemia Jai, and Mozambique with a late opportunity here to perhaps take a psychological boost into the break.
Now, should they score now to make the second half is very, very stressful. Nigeria has to be careful here.
Jenny still alive. Gima looks to hit it, deflected away. Lukman now transition. The run being made straight through the centre. tall, powerful and quick is Akoranet. Lukman towards the back post, is waiting for the pass. It's a little in front of him. The scramble is there, but he recovers. Draws to the line out of goal. Players lining up. Who's going to receive it? Osimhen chested down, looking for Ranet. Nicely read in the end. Mozambique scrambled the ball for safety, courtesy of Windy. Again, another passage of play with so much to enjoy and appreciate. Contact between Gima, the two flailing bodies.
That looks like Onyeka.
Yeah, it looks like Onyeka and Gima are down. And off the ball incident.
That was a foul. Clear foul. But I must say the introduction and the fact that they're playing Onyeka and Didi and the Wobi has really given so much balance to this Nigerian side, and it's made it easy and possible for the three musketeers in front. That's Osimhen, Lukman, and Akon to run loose. Because they know behind, we got security.
So the yellow card comes out for Onyeka. Cautions inside the opening half then for Nigeria. Sunday, what have you made of this opening 45 minutes?
Very impressed with Nigeria. This is now the mentality is the champions mentality that they have. I'm not saying they go, I'm not saying going ahead of myself saying I'm going to win it, but it's a champions mentality they have. Now that's imposing their game, they're playing like what the French call the patron, like the chef on the pitch. But that notwithstanding, I'm very impressed with Mozambique also, because you're coming against a star-studded team like this, you don't allow yourself to be dominated, and you still, when you get the ball, you still try to play. They are playing to the best of their own capabilities, and it's beautiful to watch. Look at it.
Ball out wide. Mozambique in possession for a moment. This play is back underway. Jenny getting involved. Gima now looks for Faisal. Intercepted by Shemi Ajay as the referee signals half-time, and an intense opening half here in Fez that has seen a couple of yellow cards for Nigeria, but importantly, a couple of goals for the Super Eagles as well. They look to go into the tunnel, 2 goals up. Lukman and Osimhen with the strikes that see Nigeria not quite comfortable yet, but certainly headed in the right direction. Nigeria 2, Mozambique 0
The
at
first half is
half-time
finished.
here in
They don't
Fez.
give extra time with the first half.
The Sunday Lycée, Nigeria, they'll have lots to discuss, no doubt, but the atmosphere is...
Here, we're known for our sense of service. It's all about finding ways to support you. Day after day, doing everything we can to be useful and providing energy in all its forms. Everywhere, every time, all across the continent.
Global partner of AFCON 2025.
That's what I'm doing. It is too close. Someone said it is too close.
Taste the chef, taste home, taste
culture. All the energy of
Okay, so we
African
can
football
see
is Total Energies.
size and here is better though. I think it's better now. I don't even know which one.
Fast payout.
Okay, let me see.
Here, we're known for our sense of service. It's all about finding ways to support you. Day after day, doing everything we can to be useful and providing energy
All right,
in all its forms.
welcome. Let me see if I can put it.
Everywhere, every time, all across the continent.
I can't step though, so I have to just.
I'm supposed to talk. You are giving the right thing. I'm still talking to them.
The family meets at Popcorn. Catching every match in 6 languages with analysis by the continent's biggest stars. Live on Supersport, only on DSTV and GoTV. Stream the world's greatest sport with your free DSTV stream app.
Ladies, you see this face? You didn't do it for us everything. But what?
Hi, boy.
Me? I just came for Premier Cool. Now the attention, that comes for free. Don't play hard, I just play cool. You may say it's me, I save the icy freshness of Premier Cool. But you tell me.
Premier Cool. It all begins with cool.
Small bonus. This one. Not too often. This one. Carry the ball.
But if you just look that pound,
That no.
how do they try to come within that part of the store? Once your team leads with 2 goals, they don't even got great forwards, big wins, and exciting games. It's not magic, it's just simple math.
Taste the chef, taste home, taste culture.
A dominant first 45 minutes from the Super Eagles of Nigeria. 64% possession. It seems they came into this game with a whole lot of intent. 2 goals to the good. As it is, just look at the shots on target. 3 of those, 2 going into the net. 11 crosses. Tells you where the pressure has been. 10 fouls committed. It tells you how the Super Eagles are literally determined to make sure a repeat of the 2010 Africa Cup of Nations where they dealt with this Mozambican side 3 goals to 0. Now the question is, can they keep a clean sheet? That is the odd one we are throwing out there, and I'm sure fans back home are more than ecstatic with how the Super Eagles have turned out. The blessing that they formed the ball come this time around because the way they have actually dominated. And you know, when I started here and I said the yellow year, but you can't be beaten on every given day. It looks as though it is the yellow year of Mozambique. What do you know?
I was not expecting less because the Eagles are a much better team and they have shown their domination from the first minute to the 45 minutes, but just need to get more goals and seal because I remember the last game against Tunisia, 3-0 first half and later on Tunisia came and scored 2. So I want them to score more goals so that they can kill this game in the next 60 minutes and it's done.
Tell me how this pass is Simpiwe. If there's a guy who calls it well. I'm not catching. He says it is a sexy penetrative pass.
When you play a defensive
splitting pass, it means you're splitting everyone open. They can't touch it, they can't block it, and that's exactly what he does. It's precise, meaning that he has speed in terms of identifying a run, the speed of the pass, and also where he's playing the ball as well. For me, that is the quality that Iwobi brings into this team. By far, he's one of the best players I've seen in the tournament because of how he marshals and dictates. And he's got a deceiving body. You think, he's just timid, he's not thinking, but the smartest.
There's a reason Ademola Lookman made the best 11 for the group stages, and a great goal he has scored, equaling his 2023 tally of 3 goals. And there are still more games to come through. Again, so that second goal as it came about, it's the way the Super Eagles have basically been flying the ball back and forth. The passes has been crisp. They have actually gone against a very poor weather.
Well, when you look at what Iwobi is doing, look at this secondary assist. Look at the pass from Iwobi. That's a champagne pass. It's a game-changing pass. The pass Manaka. When you see Lookman go out wide, and in fact, that combo of jersey number 7 and jersey number 9, Lookman and Osimhen up top, that combination is dangerous. But just puts him the cherry on top. I'm still marveling at what Iwobi is doing in that midfield. Lethargic in approach. It's very deceiving. Whenever he gets the ball, it's so deceiving. You think he's lethargic. You can quickly go press him. He's not. But the way he scans, the way he gets information. If you look at how he goes wide into that, it looks like a left back position. He throws himself to find space to be able to receive. But to be able to use the legs technique to spread that ball out wide, I think he has been excellent so far tonight. But I still see a lot more coming in that second contract. I don't think Osimhen is done. Of course, he has to.
He's got his mask back. Now he has his mask on. He said, I've got my mask. Coach, wait, give it now. I need to put it on now. Please, I beg. And he just begged.
What was it you said now? I don't know what nonsense. I thought it was beautiful. It sounded really cool. There's so much still in this game. I just like a moment to have a stage. I think you agree with that, right?
Yeah, because we are playing so well, dominating the game and all that. Just need Osimhen to score more goals because I want him as a striker. He has to be up there to fight for the golden goal.
All right, the second 45 minutes is starting by. I'm not sure you guys want to give prediction.
But the word is Manaka. It's marvelous to watch.
Second 45 minutes is starting by.
What makes a true leader of the game? Is it being the first to start? For over a decade, one name has always led in front. That name is Bet. The Bet brings one of Bet not just features, but people on over 300,000 live matches where you could win. Just another reason why Bet Naija is truly serious.
Thank you.
Once your team did it with 2 goals, don't even that. Great balls, big wins, and exciting games. It's not magic, it's just simple math.
Huh? Mr. Chef, it's a 2-finger crust. Pass me the chicken and
With Mr. Chef, a simple crush turns meals into culture and moments into memories.
This is the true taste of home.
And of course,
I'm in the car now with my family. We are going for lunch. I'll see you in the office on Monday. Yeah. Sometimes you don't have a way out. This Emeka is a very funny guy. With SportyBet, you do. Because with our maximum cash out availability, there's always a way out. SportyBet, winning is now that easy.
Supporters of Nigerian football. Rooted in culture, driven by connection. These stories flow between continents, leading a new generation of talent and opportunity. Africa and Europe, together we rise. Vibe in the stands, and there's a positive attitude in the tunnels as well. Mozambique, they know they can't exactly let this opportunity slide. They're going to have to make something happen in the second half of this game, and one wonders how they might look for that opportunity. But Sunday Olise alongside somebody who's been here and done it all before. Nigeria know this territory so well, knockout stage football. But Mozambique are navigating this for the very first time. There is a clear gap between the two in that respect. How much difference will that make in their respective game plans tonight, do you think?
Well, then, like they said, the deja vu. They've already said it before, the Nigerians, like you actually stressed. But for the Mozambicans to be able to do something now, they have to play the match of the last 5 minutes of their lifetime. In what sense now is that they have to give it all. But also they have to adapt to be able to handle the physicality and the dominance of the Nigerians. And sometimes you might have all the will that you want, but you need to have the quality. And that is what seems like the Nigerians seem to have more at the moment.
Well, there's certainly quality on the pitch for Nigeria. That's not to say there is none from Mozambique. There's plenty of quality. Renilda's been outstanding, and he's been one real thorn in the Nigerian attack. They are going to make a couple of changes. Tonani's going to make his way on. So to the big man in midfield is Kambala. Maybe a question mark or two about whether or not Kambala should have started. But Kambala has the opportunity to break down play in midfield. He'll drive play wide as well. But given the way Nigeria passed the ball around so fluidly tonight, I'm not sure they'll be overly concerned by that. But Kambala should make a difference in midfield.
But I think in our discussion before the game, he did cite the surprise that he was missing. And I think they did need a player like that because Nigeria in the midfield with Onyeka and Didi, physical presence, dominance is on. You can see it happening. But notwithstanding, they have to do something. They have nothing to lose. Losing against Nigeria 3-0 is no shame. Losing against Nigeria 4-0 is no shame. So they have to do it. But for the Nigerian side, they have to keep playing their game.
This is the big change. Both Ahmad and Dima are being kept on the park. The change is Elias Malemba, the legendary captain who makes his way off. And half-time, Kambala is on in his place. There's a couple of half-time substitutions for Mozambique, none for Nigeria. Nigeria lead by 2-0. Lukman and Osimhen, the two on the scoreboard for the Super Eagles. they look to soar into the quarterfinals, a place in the last 8 hunting rounds. And the winner of this tie goes on to face the winner of the delectable clash between Algeria and Democratic Republic of the Congo.
Well, let's not go ahead of ourselves, but irrespective, I think Nigeria should win this game, but irrespective of whoever wins the other duel, it's going to be a miles from what's already quarterfinals.
I was just throwing it out there. I had to prompt you on that.
You have to provoke me.
Not provoking. Be a tease today.
Well taken.
Lookman down. Taken quickly by Iwobi. Here's Bruno. That changes for Nigeria. Why should they? They've been playing so well together. The combinations have been outstanding. You want to keep that on the park as long as possible. You want to dominate. You want to have every so often at least a statement win. But you also need to be concerned about the possibility of players being available for 7 full matches, for example. Here goes Lookman. In and out. Looks for the pass. He'll recover it as well. And post. Teed up and finished. Victor Osimhen with a delightful start for Nigeria. It's 3 in the tournament for Osimhen. It's 3 on the night for Nigeria.
And it's the third free assist for Iwobi.
Osimhen has scored the second one. You have 3 now. Have 3. Now.
And who's got them going to hold that again? The man who's always there.
Everything you do, you see the look at the very busy. I think
everybody comes to see it's always
you too, but I feel like the way the thing to see you're not doing this thing again.
Getting there just ahead of Bruno Langa.
And look for your offside.
Beyond the offside line, it seems. The clash of boots, but enough to turn it in. Victor Osimhen strikes. And it's something we have said many, many times before.
Well, Lookman is just unbelievable.
He's having the tournament of his lifetime. And this is for a man who can score hat-tricks in cup finals.
Yeah, he worked in cup finals.
He is playing as well as we've ever seen him play.
I guess what was rolling through the minds of all Nigerians and those who love the Nigerian brand is now, how can this team not be going to the World Cup?
You say I was teasing you.
No, because it's so impressive, so dominant. The change of pace, you see, it's like equality. Look at every position. The team is blessed with 2 quality players. And I must give kudos to the manager here. If you look at the way he has been able to organize the midfield to free Iwobi to be able to play the way he's playing. That is really.
Eric Sekoshel, Cote d'Ivoire born, coach who is the first non-Nigerian African coach of the Super Eagles. And whose credentials continue to impress. We're seeing a difference in the year that he's been in charge. Against the plucky Mozambique here, Nigeria. Very impressive start in the second half, and a third goal on the night. Nigeria may be favourites, but favourites don't like surprises. The big, still have a surprise or two, but Nigeria are dealing with the numbers rather well. The passing has been crisp, despite the conditions. And while the rain has stopped for now, the conditions initially were a little more challenging.
And that's not easy to do, no? To build up and give precise passes when the weather conditions we had at the beginning of this game. But it, and the Nigerians managed very well.
Bassi behind for Bruno. Combined with Calvin Bassi. Free kick Mozambique as Nanani goes down. Here is Shell. 48-year-old.
I'm not very good.
Used some magic with Mali at the last Africa Cup of Nations.
Beautiful shift. Beautiful phone shift. Carry the phone shift.
Pressure for that call.
Carry the phone shift.
And this Nigeria is leading 2-0 and they are still pressing.
Still carry the shift.
With New Balance, keeping the same 11 on the park with resting and protecting players. When are you expecting to see substitutions given the 3-0 early lead?
Well, I think after the 60th minute.
Square ball, back post, chance for another, and steered wide by offside.
Osayi was pretty sure he had scored. But back to your question, I think after the 60th minute, he was not thinking about that. But you know, it's difficult because there are certain players that will not dominate and you will understand why. For example, I can understand when Osimhen will say, no, I will not continue playing.
What's that hunger from the players though? Osimhen is among those who's continually sticking his hand up and saying, I want that responsibility. Here's a chance for Mozambique. The Witty runs onto it, controls, gets the shot away. A slight deflection takes it out of the path of Nobali, but wide as well. Recovered.
No, it's funny. Exactly at this point that they used to do this. They now start fighting too.
Quality referee.
Thank you, Kabbalah. To charge forward as well initially, but limited for
I think there's no place inside this hole where
Team Under 90 to run into attacking positions.
That clothes. I mean, can you check yours on my work?
It's done so much for Mozambique in football over the last 2 years. Regarded as one of the most successful, most independent players for a country in which the great Eusebio was born. Star for Portugal over the years.
What is it passing by the Nigerians? He's passing.
That'll be a free kick to Nigeria and another opportunity to impress from set pieces.
Oh, that was a clear foul. Take this right foot from behind.
This keeper has
First time in the game that Fernando One has been struggling with something. Just the way he touches his left knee sometimes makes me think it might not be a tense muscle.
Yes.
I think something's like that. It's not the first time though.
And they can't change him. You have to change him.
Did you call them watching on?
Their coach doesn't want to change him. I'm sure he's not the best at what he did.
Credit to him, his side of showed no signs of fatigue, no signs of nerves. The dignitaries watching on.
Top personalities.
Yes,
Personality now.
I think he was stretched.
So it is, his left knee is being strapped. Concern for Suwane.
Now, when the Nigerian strikers see this, they rest assured the shooting and goals can start.
Suwane back on his feet.
Oh, he seems to be walking well.
Letting it back underway from the set piece, look one over it. Ball went forward.
The coach knows no one for water.
Lookman leaves it. Magic. No. Didi. Back into play, but Kambala with a big boot on it toward the halfway line. South African base, Kambala. Battling away in midfield. 10 minutes have come and gone. In the second half, Nigeria have already added to their half-time tally. With his second, Mozambique looks for something here, and Wabali cuts it out nicely.
This is a very difficult game for a player, for the goalkeeper like Wabali to play. You have very little to do the whole game. So that was very good for him.
No,
He reacted immediately at that ball.
Forward by Carlo Bassi. Neymar. Wide, Bruno Langa. With the space opening up. Nick eventually drifts across to the far side. Monster Ahmad. Took a little deeper. Ronaldo. Nani. Witty. Comes across to the near side. He's got a burst of speed. Good recovery from Bruno. Delivery is decent, but Mawali there to collect. On the far side.
Is that what you did to the other one?
Well, both teams have players warming up, I can see there. So I wouldn't be surprised if, like we said, after the 60th minute, we see some changes.
Onyeka down, free kick Nigeria. There'll simply be a battle with a few Brunos tonight, and Bruno Langa conceding the free kick. Are you happy with the tempo and pace that Nigeria are moving the ball with? As they get the free kick underway now. Decent strike. Osimhen was there. Couldn't turn it in. Lookman might. Calls it.
What did they do Donnarumma yesterday? He just crossed that.
Well, it's not a question of being happy at the pace that the Nigerians have been playing with. I'm happy also at the pace at which the Mozambicans are trying to play their own game in spite of the domination and the... Oh, this was a... Simon was unlucky there. Once again, Lookman. Once again, each time they go on the attack, Akon, Osimhen, and Lookman. Danger. Here you see the Nigerian strength now. You see a clear 4-3-1-2 formation. You can see it.
Suwane taking his time over this, but yes, very structured.
Well structured.
It's the discipline to stay structured has also been impressive.
I think it's the hunger to win that is pushing them to stay structured.
Share back to Suwane, Adnan Suwane, Bruno now. Calvin Bassi, self-available and receives. Mobali. Wide. Say, Shemia Jai provides an outlet, but side battles away against two. Throw into Mozambique. For the throw here.
Mozambique have to keep on believing, have to keep on playing. They have no choice. Try to get some positives out of this game, in as much as I think they already have a lot of positives out from it. They've been in no way be humiliated, they're not played by a team that has more talented players.
There is a golf in player ability. Lovely flowing rag, look back. Ronaldo again takes responsibility defensively in the recovery from Lookman though. Mesher. Nani, Mesher.
This is what I mean. Despite that they are being dominated, they still try to play.
What's going on? So now can start this now from the thing. Wahala. But the job is about to go up.
No. Something. Yeah, but even in university.
Or the oil has started with the job is about to go up.
Can you come in?
I don't know.
Wow. Even I forgot what I just
You don't try.